I got a surprise vlog for you guys. I'm thinking this is one that should stir things up. So let's talk about The Chronic. Obviously this album came out in 1992, but it took 7 years for the sequel to it to come out, and I think most people are probably still wondering to this day, why didn't The Chronic 2 come out like in 1994 or 1995 or something? I think the answer is, obviously we can't ask Dr. Dre, without a lot of, pre-scheduled stuff to do. So I'm just going to speculate for you as to numerous reasons why we didn't get another G-Funk album before that, musical style died out. So these are a few of the reasons, and I'm pretty sure that they're pretty accurate. So first one, Dr. Dre went to prison. If you didn't know that, I suggest you look up Dr. Dre a bit, because he actually went to prison for more than a few months on more than one occasion. So I'm not trying to, glorify this, but he was in jail somewhere in 94 or 95, and I think really, he probably wanted to give the attention to Snoop Dogg in 94, but, a couple years go by and it just felt like that was like a glaring space. March of 1995, June of 1995, November 1995, these were just glaring points for like a Dr. Dre album, and it never happened. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think Death Row was kind of starting, it's been said, if you watch the Straight Outta Compton movie, I think this mentions that he was growing tired of, well, I don't know if it actually got to that. I'm thinking of something different, but, by 95, early 96, Dre was sick of Death Row, and a lot of it just happened to be, wanting to change things up and move on to a new platform. So I think that was the other reason. I mean, obviously, all you have to do is just think, because there's so much stuff behind the scenes that we never truly know how many albums Dre was working on. 1992, 1993, 1994. I mean, it was just so open. You had all those years, and it's like, what was he doing? We got that Friday soundtrack song, and then a couple other songs, and it's just, well, what else really went on? That's the second thing. The third thing, Eazy-E, his passing, I think that, that was a big shock, considering that they had grown up, they'd been around each other since they were 18, 20 or so, and it was, probably one of the more unexpected things that had happened. So you never know what actually went on, what Dre's way of thinking was, 4 months after realizing that he's not there. So these are just a few things that kind of happened around that time, but those are just handful of things as to reasons why I think that there wasn't an actual Chronic 2, because that's the burning question in everyone's mind. Everyone hates the gaps that they have to wait for Dre albums, and I think the truth is he probably did actually have a follow-up, but it just got scrapped or something like that. But that's my speculation.